Hello, everybody. Welcome back to LTQ Wrestling Podcast. Summerslam 2026 is this weekend. And I can't lie, I forgot the show was even happening this weekend. It's unfortunate, but the hype towards this show has not really been great. Still looking forward to some of the matches on the show. Am I going to be very hyped for the show? No. But I can't lie. Sometimes that's a good thing, not being overly hyped, because then your expectations are just so high that you're bound to be disappointed. If you go into some of these shows with low expectations, if it's disappointing, you're just like, I kind of expected it. If the show's better than what you expected, then you walk away satisfied with it. So we'll see. A lot of matches on this show, a lot of late additions. There's still one woman to be added to the interim. Ladder match is still going on, so I won't have all the participants as I'm making this video. Let's get right in these predictions. So a match that recently got added, Paige and the Bellas against the Fatal Influence. Now, the Fatal Influence just won the women's tag team titles, the Saturday night's main event. Kind of expect that to happen. Now they're going to be teaming up with JC Jane against the Bellas, with the returning Nikki Bella being in the mix, and Paige. Now, this match probably ain't going to be anything special. Let's be honest. Like, this ain't a match that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to. It's probably one of the least exciting matches on the card. But it is a match to, I think, help elevate Fatal Influence even more. I see them getting a win here and probably moving on to something else. Maybe they have a match between Fallon Henley. I always forget her tag team partner's name. Lainey Reed. Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed against Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. I can see that happening just to get that out of the way. Other than that, this feud's probably going to end there. But yeah, I definitely see the Fatal Influence getting the win here. I feel like they need a lot more. Now, if they do lose, maybe it's to continue the feud. Like, okay, let's get the Bellas back a win. Then they can challenge the tag titles. But I see something going on between the Bellas and Paige. Like, whether that's Nikki Bella turning on Paige or something. I've said that before. But I definitely see a story come out of that. We'll just have to see how this match goes. I don't really have too much expectations for it, but I'm going to go with the Fatal Influence, get the win. So another match that a lot of people ain't too happy about, and myself included, is Trick Williams against the returning Baron Corbin. The reason people ain't happy, because where's Carmelo Hayes? Why is he not in this match? And maybe they add him next week because the internet community has really been going at WWE and Triple H over Carmelo Hayes not being in this match. He was left off WrestleMania. He's left off SummerSlam. When's enough? Melo's done nothing but produce in the moments and opportunities he's been given. He's been involved in this whole Trick and Baron Corbin thing. Baron Corbin attacked them both, so he should be involved. And even Baron Corbin commented either on Twitter or Instagram saying, yeah, he should be in it. So let's add Carmelo Hayes to this match, please. Just add him. It's not going to hurt anything. It ain't like Baron Corbin against Trick Williams is some must-see one-on-one anyways. Like, I like both guys. Let's keep it a buck. So, Baron Corbin against Trick Williams. Now, there might be some people that think, Baron Corbin's back. Why not give him a championship? But I don't see Trick losing it yet. Unless this is somebody who really needs a big win over Trick. I just don't see it happening. And look, maybe if they make it a triple threat with Melo, you could have Baron Corbin and Melo win because Trick don't have to take the pin. That's why I thought maybe they could do that, where they have a title change happen and Trick don't have to get pinned to lose the belt. That's usually what WWE does in these type of situations. But currently constructed, I'm going to go with Trick Williams gets the win here. He retains. And him and Baron Corbin continue their feud, maybe with Melo involved. It kind of sucks Ricky Saints kind of just got tossed to the wayside in this because he was actually involved in this too. And they're just like, okay, we got Baron Corbin back. Ricky, yeah, you're not going to be involved in this anymore. You're just going to be chilling in the back. Unfortunately, WWE has a habit of doing that. So I go Trick Williams gets the win. And hopefully we just see more Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes involved in something. But yeah, Trick Williams getting the win. So this next match has been, a feud that's been going on for a while. The Usos and Jacob Fatu against LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Solo Sikoa. And Solo Sikoa right now is the star of this whole tag team match. He's been nothing but awesome as a babyface. He's been hilarious. He's been well-spoken. And I feel like this has gotten some energy rejuvenated back into Solo Sikoa as a character and as a wrestler, because for a while he was just in no man's land. And I thought when they separated him from his group, I was like, oh, man, what's next for him? It's been the best thing for him. And Royce Keys has been an interesting guy in WWE so far. He's had a very up and down tenure. Sometimes he's featured a lot, and there's weeks he ain't featured, and they try to make him important, and they don't. It's just been really weird. And LA Knight just comes out every week and just complains now. Like, that's all he does. It's just like, what are we doing? Jacob Fatu's lost some of his luster to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, ever since he's joined the Bloodline, he's really just kind of lost his spark to me. Because I like Jacob Fatu as a solo competitor who's just kicking everybody's ass. and being that badass. And we haven't really seen that since he joined the Bloodline as much. Now, he did destroy that celebrity, but like we haven't really seen him do much. He's just been kind of in backstage segment with the Usos when Roman Reigns ain't there. And I just feel like Jacob Fatu, there's just more to him than that. And that's where WWE sometimes hamstrings themselves with talent, where they're like, get somebody over and they just put them in something like this. But anyways, who do I see getting the win here? Usos, Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Royce Keys, or Solo Sikoa? Now, you can make the argument for both sides because if the Usos and Jacob Fatu loses, who takes the pin? Obviously, it's not going to be Jacob. Could be Jimmy, yeah. LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Solo are three guys WWE hasn't been afraid to have take losses, especially LA Knight and Solo. So I'm going to go the Usos and Jacob Fatu get the win here. I think there's going to be some team issues with Royce Key, LA Knight, and Solo. It ain't like they're all best buds going to this match anyways. So I'm going to go maybe some tag team friction starts, and that ends up costing them the match. And the Usos and Jacob Fatu get the win and carry the momentum. And maybe we see a heel turn from one of Royce Keys, or LA Knight. That's a possibility. We'll see. Solo just turned babyface. It would make no sense turning him heel right now. But I am enjoying the work Solo Sikoa has done. I think he's done a heck of a job, really, with this whole face character. Now, this next match is a match wrestling-wise I'm really looking forward to. Chad Gable against Penta of the Intercontinental Championship. I just predict Chad Gable. Chad Gable, to me, has to win this. It's in his hometown. It'd be his first singles championship win. I say this every time I talk about Gable. I'm still going to die on that hill that he should have defeated Gunther. But anyways, I think Gable has to win. Penta's had a solid reign. He's had really good matches. He's been one of them champions that have actually been defending his championship and has been on TV. So you got to tip your cap to Penta for that. He's had a solid reign. I just see Chad Gable needing something because he, just coming off that hot AA run or triple A run with El Grande Americano. You got to give him something here. I mean, this is the part where people are more relevant in triple A than they are here. Chad Gable's done everything you need him to show to get a chance to do something. And why not have him win the Intercontinental Championship? So I'm going to go Chad Gable. So next match we have number one contenders. Recently just got added Sami Zayn against Finn Balor. Winner faces the winner of the CM Punk and Cody Rhodes match. I can't lie. I said this in my YouTube short. I still hate the WWE sometimes does number one contenders, and then other guys like Baron Corbin and Punk just come out and get a title shot. It's just so contradictive of wrestling, but it is what it is. Who do I see winning this? Now, a lot of people are going to say Sami, and I'm not going to hate on that. But Finn's been winning a lot. Since he's moved to SmackDown, Finn Balor has been on a roll, and I didn't even realize he was until somebody mentioned it last week on Twitter after he got the SmackDown win. They were like, oh, yeah, Finn Balor's been winning a lot on SmackDown. That's good to see. Do they have Sami win and just go after Punk? Because I feel like Punk's probably going to retain. That's going to be my little spoiler for my prediction later, but I'll get into more of that. Or do they go Finn Balor against maybe Punk or Cody? And I think Sami, this is tough for me because you can make an argument for both sides. Both these guys deserve an opportunity. I'm going to predict Sami, though, because Sami didn't get his rematch. And I feel like Finn already had his opportunity as the champion. And Sami deserves at least another pay-per-view match against one of the champions. So I'm going to predict Sami Zayn as they continue this whole ranting, screw everybody story that Sami's doing. And hopefully this doesn't halt Finn's momentum if he loses this, because he's been on a real good roll and they need some more main event talent on SmackDown, especially with guys like Drew and Randy out. Excuse me. So we'll see. But I'm going to go Sami Zayn retains, wins this match. So next match, I can't lie, I don't care about. And no hate on either one of these guys. DanHausen, Dom Mysterio. And man, have they really killed a lot of the momentum with Dom Mysterio. Sheesh. I mean, this guy was one of the hottest heels in the business. And now he's facing Danhausen. That's no knock on Danhausen. Listen, that's no knock. This isn't a guy you want to face if the company's taking you serious right now. It's just not. And Dom is not being taken serious by WWE Creative. And I don't really know where he goes from here. But I'm going to predict Dom wins this. I feel like Dom has to win this. If he loses to Danhausen, it's just like GG's for him right now. So I'm going to go Dom Mysterio wins. Probably like a 10-minute match. I don't really see it going too long. Danhausen's matches are not the best at all. They're very cinematic, goofy, as you expect. So yeah, I'm going to go Dom Mysterio gets the win here. If he doesn't, then there's going to be a lot of people, including myself, very irritated. So next match is very intriguing. Gunther against Nick Aldis. Now, this has been talked about for a while, and they've officially made it official on SmackDown with the contract signing. And a lot of fans aren't familiar with Nick Aldis or Magnus on TNA or NWA or the indie scene. They think, oh, this guy's just a GM. He's a good worker. I think him and Gunther are going to go out and have a very good match, probably 10 to 15 minutes back and forth. It's Nick Aldis' first match in over 4 years. The story's been very good. And, Gunther's whole direction has been very iffy since he beat AJ Styles. It's just been kind of like, wonder what WWE's even going to do with this guy because he's had so much momentum. And it's just like, momentum stopped. You're done. Gunther needs to win this. I'm going to predict Gunther. Like, I don't see why Nick Aldis would win this match. Like, it's probably a one-off for him anyways. Gunther can beat him, move on to something else, hopefully. Not against Cody Rhodes, because he never beats Cody Rhodes, but just something different for Gunther. And this feud, look, say what you want about it. It's cool once in a while seeing a GM against a competitor. They don't do it as much as they used to. They don't want to overdo it anyways, but, like, it's cool to see it once in a while. So next match, the Interim Women's Championship on the line. Obviously, Rhea Ripley cannot compete. She's out due to injury. Who knows how long she'll be out. We have Jade Cargill, Charlotte, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, and to be determined. This is tough because does WWE, like in their mind, think, okay, it's an interim champion. Do we want to do something different that shocks fans? Do we want to have a Chelsea Green win? Because it's not going to be somebody who's a long-term champion anyways. Rhea Ripley will come back and beat him. Could they do something like that? It's a possibility. I think WWE is going to do something shocking at SummerSlam. I would hope this could be the opportunity for them to do that. But WWE has a lot of other names they trust more, I believe, than Chelsea, Jade Cargill, Charlotte, Tiffany, and whoever else is the fifth woman in this match. It depends if they want to continue the Jade and Charlotte feud for the title, right? Like, obviously, you don't know how long Rhea's going to be out. You could have them feud for the title in the meantime. They've been already having their feud go on. But you also have Chelsea and Tiffany, who are kind of a tag team, but also kind of trying to one-up each other. That could be an interesting story. So there's multiple stories going into this match that you can see, like, okay, then maybe they go with this. I saw like Tiffany being in the match since he's, WWE Women's United States champion. She's not even defending the championship, but it's WWE logic. So part of me really wants to go Chelsea Green because I really think they could pull a swerve here. But I'm going to go Charlotte gets the win. I think they're going to put the title back on Charlotte. They trust her and watch to see where they go from there. We have 4 matches remaining. This time for the Women's World Championship. We got Liv Morgan against Iyo Sky. Liv's first title defense. She just hit 100 days, I believe, the day I'm recording. 100 days. 0 title defenses in 100 days. Like, come on. What is creative doing? And I've already ranted about it enough, but it still is just mind-blowing how they booked Liv as champion. Liv Morgan against Iyo Sky. They faced off in the Women's Queen of the Ring qualifying match. Obviously, Iyo won. Does Iyo get the win again here? Do they just say screw it and just not have any plans for Liv Morgan since Stephanie Victoria got injured and go with Iyo Sky? I'm going to go Liv Morgan retains, and I'll tell y'all why. There's been a lot of reports that Stephanie Victoria could be cleared soon, that she could be coming back at SummerSlam, maybe after SummerSlam. I think Liv Morgan's going to retain. Stephanie Victoria come out after the match, after her and Judgment Day try to beat up Iyo Sky. And Stephanie Victoria comes out, and that sets up Liv Morgan against Stephanie Victoria again for a few months until they want to stop doing that. That's my prediction for this. I think Liv's going to retain, and Stephanie Victoria comes back, and they continue their feud. So 3 big matches left. Brock Lesnar against Oba, Femi, and Hell in a Cell. And Hell in a Cell matches with Brock Lesnar are usually pretty damn good. Say what you want about Brock. Him against Undertaker was really good. I really enjoyed that match. I think him and Oba is going to be, I don't know if it'll be as good, but you never know. Hopefully it's just not a bunch of finisher spamming and kickouts during this match. Hell in a Cell, 2 big guys. Oba has to win. I've had people at my work saying, oh, no, Brock's going to win. No. Brock don't need to win. It's 1-1. Oba has to win this match. If it's Brock's last match, he 100% has to lose. I don't think it is. WWE's going to keep throwing the bag at Brock. They haven't mentioned anything about this retirement thing since. I think Oba gets the win here. It's going to take a lot to beat either guy. Expect a lot of kickouts. I don't know about AEW style of kickouts, but I expect a lot of kickouts between Oba and Brock. I mean, it took like 7 F5s to beat Oba last time, so we'll see. I think this will be a very fun match on the card. The build's been interesting for this match. I'm just ready for this feud to kind of be over, and Oba can move on to something else. For the WWE Undisputed title, obviously, I kind of spoiled my prediction a little bit earlier. CM Punk against Cody Rhodes. I'm going CM Punk. I don't see Cody winning the championship back. Punk just won it. They've already been playing hot tail a little bit with the title anyways. CM Punk retains, and he faces probably Sami Zayn. You get a CM Punk and Sami Zayn rematch. That match was actually pretty good on Raw a few weeks ago. This match is going to be very interesting to see how they book it. Do they have it be a clean ending? Do they have it be a lot of kickouts? You know, who's the baby face and the heel in this? Who does the crowd really get behind more? Because, you know, it's two baby faces fighting in a world title match. So it's going to be a lot of interesting factors going into this. I think it's going to be a fun wrestling match. Hopefully Cody don't spam Cody covers the entire time like he's been doing. And Punk hits a few GTSs and gets the win. So our main event is here likes to say Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns, the WWE Heavyweight title. Very intriguing match because Roman Reigns has never lost to SummerSlam. Seth Rollins never lost to Roman Reigns in a one-on-one. So a lot of streaks on the line during this, which makes it very interesting. I know some people are tired of the Shield stuff. I get it. Them always going back to that and everything. I think Roman Reigns retains here. I don't see Seth Rollins winning. It'd be cool to see Seth win again. But Roman just has too much plans in store, whether that's him and The Rock, him and Femi. I don't see Roman dropping the title till Mania. They're going to have him hold it for a while. And, you know, you can say Roman Reigns' stories are boring with the bloodline or whatever it is, but at the end of the day, he's a draw. And they're going to keep riding the hot hand. And he's the guy they trust. Not that they don't trust Seth Rollins, but he's been hurt a lot. So I think Roman Reigns will get the win. Could we see Zilla Fatu, I had a brain fart for a minute, Zilla Fatu show up and cost Rollins? Possibility. I would personally send him down to NXT first. But I think it'll be a very fun match, back and forth. These two never really disappointed against each other. They got good chemistry. I think we'll see some good counters, a lot of kickouts, and we'll just have to see. I really hope this SummerSlam is a good show because the hype for it's not been great, but the matches for it have been pretty interesting as they are announced. So I have to see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my SummerSlam prediction. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts on SummerSlam down below. What's your predictions? Who do you predict? Any swerves? Any interesting winners? If you like gaming, make sure to check out me and QJ's gaming channels in the description below. We are also on Spotify. If you prefer to listen to your podcast like me, make sure to check us out on Spotify at LTQ Wrestling Podcast. As always, appreciate the support. Peace.